Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back here talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Now, they've won 9 straight football games, and the good news is they're most likely going to have a couple of home playoff games. And that goes a long way with a rookie quarterback, third stringer, and Brock Purdy, who's had a very impressive season thus far. 66% completion percentage, about 1,200 total yards. It's just 150 yards per game, but that's very, very watered down because of not full starts. 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and the caveat with this San Francisco team that makes them a lot different is they have the best defense in the NFL, and just statistically speaking, they have one of the best defenses, especially in recent history. It's 2023 right now. They're giving up 16.5 yards per game. So we're going to talk about a couple of different things. If you guys enjoy this video and you want more Niners content, well, you've come to the right place. Hit that like button, hit that sub button as we try and push for 25,000 subscribers by the end of January. The reason I'm making this video here is I posted like almost daily Niners videos, and I feel so good about this team. And once again, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, and if we win, it's looking like we're going to play San Francisco, which is, honestly, the last thing I want to do. It just reminds me of Colin Kaepernick, even Jimmy G, and it's, there's rumblings of Jimmy G possibly coming back from the playoffs. I still think Brock Purdy is the move, but I was reading an article earlier today from Brad Gagnon, and he basically kind of wrote down, all the contenders and why they could win it all and why they couldn't win it all. And every single person in national media or even in just football fans media, the biggest contingency is, can Brock Purdy win on the road? Well, if you've been watching my videos, you know my thoughts on that. I don't think he's going to have to win on the road until they get to the Super Bowl, right? Kyle Shanahan is a genius. I don't use the word genius very likely, and keep in mind, once again, they have the best defense in the entire NFL. They've won 9 straight football games once again. They're sitting here at 12-4, which is a very impressive season. CMC is back in practice. You have Elijah Mitchell coming back. He's only played 4 games for this team. Deebo Samuel is back. They're getting healthy at the right time, but still, once again, even though they have Kyle Shanahan, even though Brock Purdy is undefeated as a starter, he's taken down playoff-capable teams. He's taken down the best quarterback of all time in Tom Brady. There's still, he's a 7th-round pick. He's a rookie. If Jimmy G comes back, should they play him? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Drop a comment right now if you care to do so. If Jimmy G comes back at any point in the playoffs, fully healthy, do you want him to take over Brock Purdy's role? I'd honestly go no. But when we take a look at statistics, it's an issue. There's only 6 rookie quarterbacks of all time who have won their first playoff start. You had Sean King with the Buccaneers in 1999. You had Big Ben, 2004 Steelers, Joe Flacco, 2008 Ravens, Mark Sanchez, 2009 Jets, 2011 Texans, TJ Yates, and 2012 Russell Wilson with the Seattle Seahawks. And it just truly is an interesting thought, right? He's a rookie, right? So our Super Bowl expectations, is that actually even fair? When we look at Mark Sanchez with the 2009 New York Jets, they won 2 games. Joe Flacco and Mark Sanchez are the only ever rookie quarterbacks to win 2 playoff games in their rookie season. But when you do a deeper dive on them, both of them weren't doing good. Mark Sanchez, 60.3% completions, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, which doesn't sound that bad, but he's only averaging about 180 yards per game. Joe Flacco in 2008 with Baltimore, they won their first 2 games. He had 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions for a completion percentage of 44%, averaging under 150 yards per game. There's something different to me with this current 2022, or I guess I should say 2023 San Francisco 49ers team, specifically defensively, and all the offensive weapons that they have, that I don't see the same with 2008 Baltimore and the 2009 Jets. I just think Brock Purdy is better currently in his rookie season than both of those 2 successful quarterbacks. I guess Joe Flacco more than Mark Sanchez, but I don't know, man. There's just something deep down within me, once again as a Packers fan, which makes this desperate to say, where I just feel like this team is completely different, and a lot has to do with CMC. He's breaking records as far as midseason acquisitions go. And he suffered a little bit of a setback this past weekend. Well, he's back in practice. I'd honestly go as far to say is just run Elijah Mitchell, just run Jordan Mason now that Jordan Mason is fully healthy, or getting fully healthy. I guess no one really is fully healthy at this point in the season. You're also getting a capable runner in Deebo Samuel, who he's rushed 41 times in just 12 games so far this season as a wide receiver. He's got 3 touchdowns actually. But the way I see it, one of my commenters brought this up, and it just perfectly explains my thoughts, and I would imagine a lot of Niners fans feel the same way. You have CMC, you have Jordan Mason, and now you have Elijah Mitchell, who, I know Jordan Mason's averaging 6.6 yards per attempt. He's only ran it 35 times, and Elijah's only ran it 40 times. But Elijah Mitchell is a very young, capable running back. What wins playoff games? That's the question. Well, obviously playmakers. We've talked about that a couple of times. But more importantly, defensively, I don't need to talk about the Niners defense. We've talked about it a bunch of times, and I know they've had some hiccups against, most recently the Las Vegas Raiders, but, games like that happen. It just happens. So what's the other thing? Well, obviously, you need a capable quarterback, and with undefeated starter Brock Purdy, I think we've very clearly seen that's the case with Brock. Until I'm proven differently, I have no worries for Brock Purdy, especially on the playoff side. He has that it factor. Well, the next best thing with winning playoff games is the running game, and that's something San Francisco does exceptionally well. They're a top 10 rushing offense on the season, with CMC playing only half of the year for them and Elijah Mitchell only playing 4 games for them. They're a top 10 rushing team. They're averaging almost 140 yards per game rushing the ball. And I know I've mentioned this time and time again, but I'll say it one last time before this last Niners game of the regular season against Arizona, which hopefully they're able to just, I would love a just blowout victory where offensively and defensively things are clicking and you're able to kind of rest your starters, rest your stars. But they just have playmakers. There's just plenty of playmakers. And Brock Purdy himself, with the come-from-behind victory against Las Vegas that has honestly nothing to lose. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. It's a rivalry game. The Raiders are just honestly genuinely kind of an underrated team. Their record is not indicative of the talent and the skill that is on that football team. But, just once again, you have CMC, you have Deebo Samuel, you have Brandon Ayuk, you have George Kittle. It actually goes deeper than that. Elijah Mitchell, Jordan Mason, Juwan Jennings, Ray McLeod, your fullback. It's just, there's a lot of things this team has that a lot of former quote-unquote successful rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs didn't necessarily have to this degree. So let me know what you guys are thinking. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I will definitely post a recap video for you guys on Sunday in a couple of days here. So let's get this video to 250 likes. Drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.